Hey guys, I'm here to talk about my garage floor today. We got our garage floor done and we absolutely love how it came out, but there's a process to it. So today I'm giving you 5 tips on what to do when getting your garage floor done. So the number one tip that I have is when you're getting the garage done, of course you have to empty out the entire garage. And some companies do offer pods, but of course that drives up the cost. You have to get the pod brought over and then removed. What we did was we went ahead and got a U-Haul trailer and we pulled it right up into the driveway and we put everything that was in the garage into the trailer, and that way our stuff was protected, because our only other option was to actually put the stuff right outside the garage and put a tarp over it. But then, someone could walk off with your stuff. So I recommend getting a U-Haul trailer so that you can put your stuff in at a fraction of the cost. So since your garage is empty, you might as well paint it. So it's your choice if you want to do it before or after, but from my experience, when we got the chips put down, we had already painted prior. So some of the chips and the resin splashed up on the wall, so there was some touching up that we had to do. So I would actually recommend to paint after the floor is done. My third tip is make sure you find a company that offers a lifetime warranty on the floor. Obviously, you don't want to have to do this whole thing all over again, so it would be great that you get a company that stands behind their work and that it's a lifetime warranty. In case anything does happen, it will be covered. So since we went ahead and we did the garage process and the floors look so gorgeous, we wanted to make sure that the garage looks good too. So we went ahead and we got some cabinets. I got these cabinets from New Age, and I absolutely love them. They hide all the clutter that garages usually have. And we also went ahead and got some overhead garage storage compartments there, so that anything that is too big to fit inside of the storage cabinets can actually be up off the floor, and we have a lot more room to park the car and to do projects. So another tip that I have is whatever garage chips that you decide to put down, whether it's the sparse chips, it's a solid paint, or anything like that, make sure that you put a really good resin epoxy down on top of your project, because if it's not done well, then the chips can lift up after a while, and you definitely don't want to have to do your garage floor every few years. So the first step that the company did was to diamond grind the concrete, and that was to basically lift anything up off of the concrete so that the vapor barrier would stick once they were ready to put it on. I went through Your Garage Floor. That's the company that did this process, and I absolutely loved the way everything turned out. So once it was diamond grinded, you can see that there are cracks in the garage floor from the house settling. Even though our house is new, it definitely did have a few cracks. And so the next step was that they were going to fill these cracks up before applying the vapor barrier. Now once the cracks were filled and they put the vapor barrier, they started putting the chip down. So once the chips were put down, they put a very heavy layer of chips, and they went ahead and used their tool to scrape off the excess chips. And the cool part about it is that they're able to recycle these chips and use it for the next project that they have. And so once they scraped off the chips, they had to make sure that it dried for a while before they were ready to put on their clear epoxy. So the epoxy top coat that you see going on here is a polyspartic top coat, and the great part about it is it has a high gloss finish, so it is easy to mop, and it doesn't yellow, amber, or degrade, and it doesn't fade. So it has a really strong top coat on the garage floor, and it lasts for a very long time, and that's why they can offer a lifetime warranty. done. Is this like, is this matte or would you say this is satin?
I mean, yeah, no, it has a gloss coat.
It's got a gloss, but it looks amazing.
Bring it like this way.
This chip is, oh, I see it now, yeah. This is gorgeous, very clean. Thank you so much, guys. This is your garage floor. If you're in the Naples area, Estero, they did a great job. Thanks again.
Thank you.
This really added a great touch.